All right. So it's not forming my image correctly. Okay, it's not forming my image correctly. So let's take a look at what's going on. Let's look at our method. Okay, and here is my error. Okay, avatar pound. This is incorrect. It should be avatar slash pound. Okay, avatar slash pound, and then within curly braces, gravatar underscore ID. So even if you don't, I'm going to save that. Even if you don't have an image associated with your gravatar, it shouldn't show up like this broken image link. It should show up with a circular blue default image, not this. All right. So that was my mistake. I just fixed that. And I was asking you to be careful here, and I went ahead and made a mistake as well. You can never be too careful with this stuff. Okay. And let's try it again. All right. Reload. Perfect. There you go. Image is being served. Now you may be asking, oh, but that's not a profile image. That's because Mashroor@example.com doesn't really have a profile image. However, I can fix this because my other email address, mashroor.hossain@gmail.com, is associated with it. So let's go ahead and hop on Rails console. Okay, user.all. Oh, whoops, chef.all. Okay, so there you go. I have chef ID 2 is Mashroor and email is mashroor@example.com. And chef ID 2 is associated with both my recipes. I'm going to go ahead and grab my chef and change the email. Okay, so I can say chef equals chef.last. Okay, so there you go. Then chef.email equals mashroor.hossain@gmail.com. Chef.save. Okay, now if I go chef.all, check it out. My email address has changed. Okay, now I'm going to exit out of my console. If I go back here, if I reload the page, there you go. There is my image showing up as a gravatar. All right, looking good. So now I can use this image everywhere. Anytime I need to reference a user's image, I can simply call the gravatar for method to form the image, and the image associated with the gravatar site will show up. So let me go to the main index page here. Okay, let's add the image here. I'm going to go back to my code. Too many things happening here since helper is done. Page title is done. I'll close out of this stuff. Okay, there's my index. So page title, recipes, each to recipe, row. I had left a space here. I'm going to say chef info. I'll give it a different class as well. And then center. And here I'll show you how to use the size. So gravatar underscore 4. Here again, my object is recipe, not at recipe. So I'm going to say recipe.user. Okay, that's what I'm going to pass in. And then size, I'll say 120. Let's see what happens. Okay, size colon 120. Close embedded Ruby. Close the section. Close the div. And then call MD8. Well, that's fine. H4 link to recipe name, recipe path recipe. That's great. Truncate recipe description, length 150. That's great. Close P. And over here, span class quiet, small. Created at time ago in words. Go, small, close span, close P, close the divs, end. Perfect. So let's try it out now. Okay, over here. Okay, undefined method user. Whoops, there you go. I made the same mistake again. I keep making this mistake. This is really annoying now. So I'm going to stop making this mistake, or I'll just simply edit it out from my videos. Okay, so right here, recipe.user should be recipe.chef. Okay, and link to recipe.name, that should be fine. Let's try it out. Reload. Perfect. There you go. There's my image. Okay, now you may be wondering, okay, so what is this size option? So notice this size. This size is bigger than this size because this was the default 80. This is 120. Okay, how do I change the size? Check this out. What if I make it 200? Let's save that, reload. Check it out. Size got bigger. So you want to pick a size that works with your layout, okay? You don't want it too big or too small. So I'm going to try 100 and see what that looks like. Reload. Okay, 100 looks too small. Let's go back to 120. Okay, I like 120. So one thing I did was I gave this a class of chef info right here. This section, a class of that. So let's go ahead and add some styling in my custom CSS SCSS. I'm going to go with dot chef info, open close curly brace, and within it, margin dash top colon 10 pixel. Okay, save that. And let's try it now to see if it does anything. Reload. There you go. It moves it down a little, puts it in perfect frame. Great. So that's all I want to cover in this video. Now we've added profile image using Gravatar. We've added a title partial. So it's starting to take shape and look good. So in the next video, I'm going to start working on the new view, which is ability to enter in a new recipe from the web itself instead of doing it from the Rails console. Something like this. This is my example app. If I go to actions and then new article, which is my example app, we were dealing with articles. There you go, something like this, where we're going to create a recipe. It's going to have the name and the steps. Okay? We'll start doing that in the next video. See you there.